could be a new series for my YouTube channel. 5 things I'm thinking about. So I'm going to go over 5 things that are on my mind today. I think this is December 2nd. So a 2018 Caltech study shows that men with high levels of testosterone are more prone to buying high status name brand luxury items. Think Rolex, think Breitling. And I got a couple things to say about that. Number one, I personally am only interested in testosterone as an indicator of my good health. I mean, to fetishize testosterone for its own sake doesn't interest me. Number two, I don't want my hormones determining my consumer habits. I'm sure they do. I'm sure the algorithms on social media can predict when you're about to make a compulsive purchase. They know your hormonal cycles. They know everything, man. It's crazy. But personally, I don't want my hormones determining my purchases. So that's been on my mind. That was a 2018 study out of Caltech, and some other institutions were part of the study as well. What else is on my mind today? Oh, yes. Number 2. My wife bought some Persimmons. It's kind of a Christmassy, fruity thing. Hadn't had a persimmon in about 35 years. So I had one a couple nights ago, and here's what it is, man. It seems to me a persimmon is a papaya and a tomato got together and had a baby. It's just weird. It's just way too weird for me. I felt that it was less of an exercise in eating and more of an exercise in cognitive dissonance. Now, I am told that persimmons make an excellent pudding, and I'm sure I would like that as a pudding. But as a fruit, this sort of papaya tomato hybrid thing is just way too off-putting for me. It's way too weird. All right, here's the third thing that's on my mind. It's winter season, you know, it's getting chilly at night. It's in the 40s, which is pretty cold for Southern California. High 40s, low 50s at night. I can't let myself get too cozy. I can't layer myself with all these fuzzy, soft sweatshirts. They make me lazy, they make me tired, they make me feel dumb. I gotta have less sweatshirts and not more sweatshirts, be less cozy, not more cozy. If I want to keep my energy levels up, if I want to be robust, if I want to be able to play the piano, work out with kettlebells and whatnot. There's probably a German word for this fatigue you get when you get too cozy. The Germans are amazing in that they have a word for everything. They have a word for when you feel abandoned by your mother. They have a lot of words out there. Number 4, fourth thought on my mind. I discovered how to make perfect grilled cheese sandwiches for my twin daughters. They're picky eaters. They usually don't like to experiment with weird foods, but I got them some Nokkelost cheese. Nokkelost cheese is a Norwegian cheese spiced with cumin and cloves. I was a little worried that they wouldn't like it. Also, I didn't use butter in the preparation of the grilled cheese sandwich. I used olive oil. Also, I didn't use regular bread. I used sourdough. So I had these giant slices of sourdough and the Nokkelost cheese and the olive oil, and I found a way to perfect my grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm so excited about this. It's probably old hat knowledge to you, but for me it was a whole new thing. I decided, let's put a lid over the pan, over the griddle, to melt the cheese faster so I can synchronize the brown griddle marks on the bread and the melting of the cheese. Nothing gets burned, the cheese is evenly melted. It worked. I thought maybe my girls would leave me little crusts so I could have a little sampler. No way, man. They consumed it, man, ravenously. So that's the 4th thing on my mind. I'm very proud of myself for the secret of making grilled cheese sandwiches to perfection for my picky eating daughters. The fifth thing on my mind is I'm not as dark, cynical, and pessimistic as I thought I was. You know, people who know me, they say, McMahon, you're way too cynical, way too dark. You're cynical to the bone. It's disgusting. You need to lighten up. And what happened was I discovered I'm actually very sentimental. If I see people who have beautiful souls, I'm moved by it, almost moved to tears. I'm really moved by it. So check this out. I was watching the Taco Chronicles on Netflix, and there's 2 seasons, and I love them all. I love all the episodes, but I think my favorite episode is the last episode of season 1, episode 6. They make tacos de guisado. And they went into La Merced Market in Mexico City, and I mean, this place is huge. You got probably 1,000 employees. These little mazes of places where you get the freshest ingredients. And Domingo Osorio is a man my age, and he works at one of the taquerias with his wife. And I love this couple, man. They move me to tears. They figured life out. You know, life's really hard. I lost my mother recently. I have a family member who may have cancer. Life is just brutal. There's always something coming up. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm looking at Domingo Osorio and his wife. They work at this taqueria. They work long hours in La Merced Market in Mexico City. And I see Domingo going to work, and he's saying hi to everyone. He knows everyone by their name, and they're saying hi back. And I see this joy and this reverence and this respect for people as he goes to work. And he and his wife, you know, they make the best tasting food, and that's what they live for, to make their customers happy. And they have this wonderful communication with their customers. And the wife said, people ask me for my recipes, and I always share my recipes with them, because when I die, I'm not going to be able to take my recipes with me. And that statement, you know, this woman who knows, she's just so much at peace. She's going to die. She sort of said it nonchalantly. And in life, you share what you have to bring joy to people. I feel this couple was like a role model for all of us in terms of bringing joy to work, authenticity to work, bringing integrity to work, loving each other the way they talk to people. So I was very impressed with them. Actually, the whole show, the Taco Chronicles, impresses me on that level, because people gather together at these taco stands, taquerias, and communicate with the taqueros. And there's this deep respect for the taqueros, because they're bringing the nectar of the gods to the people. And people know what is authentic and what is good, and they respect it. And there was this wonderful communication that I saw. I didn't see a lot of loneliness and isolation in the show. I saw the opposite. And I feel Domingo Osorio and his wife and all the people in that show, they figured life out. There was that connection they had with one another. And it really made me think, I'm not as dark as I thought I was. I mean, if I see beautiful souls, it makes me stop on my heels and re-examine my life and make me look at what's important. So anyways, those are the 5 things on my mind. And tell me if you've ever been to La Merced Market. Tell me if you ever let your hormones determine your shopping purchases. Tell me if you use a lid when you make grilled cheese sandwiches. Tell me what you think of Persimmons. And tell me if you need to take a sweatshirt off or two. It's getting a little too warm, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the show today. Until next time, I'm out.